Hello and welcome into the SorareData Game Week 433 preview. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare, joined today by the man himself, Harry Trades. Harry, thanks for coming in and filling in for Quinny.
No problem at all, mate. Always happy to become a super sub, and hopefully I deliver.
We love it. Always deliver. First things first, Alex Wilson says I may have to edit the description where it mentions Fenerbahce, which is true. Harry and I were just talking about it. No Turkish Super League matches this weekend. Frankly, we don't know when they're coming back, right? Like
scary times.
Yeah. Deserved break for the referees, I guess, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. It comes like this is extremely so rare. So it's like so unbelievably selfish that there's like an attack on a referee, which is like one of the worst things I've seen on a football pitch in a while. And they've suspended the league as a result. And all of us are like, oh, I bought all these Turkish Super League cards because of the congested fixtures in December. And we're all just pissed off about that. But I'll say it for everyone. Woe to our cards who are now being unused. Although I was saying to Harry, hopefully we get some cheeky midweeks that we can all just clean up on those. But another thing Harry and I were discussing were how dreadful Manchester United are. But Alex, on the flip side, said another wonderful week for the Sorare Scandinavia Discord. So big up to FC Copenhagen for making the knockouts of the Champions League. Harry, who had
That's
that?
impressive.
Nobody, right? Mm-hmm.
Nobody, yeah. What was the group as well? Bayern, United, Galatasaray, yeah, Jesus, and then obviously Copenhagen. Yeah, there's always one every year, isn't there? That kind of just sneak through, and unfortunately for United, it was the Hoyland, well, the baby Hoyland's team, not big Hoyland's team.
That's right.
As we just mentioned then, like, yeah, how ironic that United are out and Big Brother Hoyland's, unfortunately, it isn't through to the knockouts, but baby, I think there's three of them, by the way, on a bit of a tangent, but like, I think there's three. Yeah, I don't know where the other one plays. He might play for this. He might play for Copenhagen, maybe even like the younger groups, but regardless, baby Hoyland's through, and yeah, United are just United.
They're United. Well, looking ahead for this weekend, Game Week 433, we saw United on this list, but not in the way that you want to see them as an opponent to a, let's see, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10th highest favorite of the entire game week plays Manchester United. Crazy. Looks like a big Premier League week. Man City, the biggest favorite, home against Crystal Palace. Chelsea at home. Is that Sheffield United or is that? Yeah, Sheffield United. And as we just mentioned, Liverpool at home against Man United in the top 10 of biggest favorites. Harry, have you been playing the Premier League weeklies?
I've been trying to. I didn't for the first couple because it was the Bart situation that we all kind of know what's happening there with like the 2 games in, 2 games off kind of rotation thing. So yeah, I managed to fit in this last game week this weekend. Managed to get full 5 sort of players playing. Igor, unfortunately, was on the bench and came off the bench for Brighton. So that stunted anything that I was going to do in that competition. But yeah, it was kind of fun to just cheer on a team that, it's just like a Premier League team. I don't know. It was fun. Like, it is what it is. I didn't get any decisives, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be able to play it every week, obviously, because of the Bart situation. But this week does really feel like the first time I can't remember the last time I've seen 3 Premier League clubs in this top 10 or top 9 or whatever. So, you could probably guess there's going to be some big scores this weekend in that competition. And yeah, outside of, you having those 3, a mixture of those 3 teams, in card terms, then could be tough, real tough to win.
For sure. The man who knows everything, Sam Tai was saying Rasmus has 2 younger brothers.
There we go.
So you're right. There is another one. And it just, what a family of footballers. But anyway, let's see what we got for everybody's favorite second division Europe. We've got St. Pauli, Hertha, Leeds, Ipswich, and Leicester. So that's 3, 2. Does Hertha have new card? Yeah. Actually, I don't know.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Seems like they have new cards.
Feel like we do, but maybe we do.
So I was saying like Leeds and Leicester are like pretty heavily minted, but obviously no new cards this season. And then, yeah, we do have St. Pauli and Hertha. So plenty of cards at the top of second division. St. Pauli, 69% chance to win, which is the biggest. And then everyone else to Leicester 59 and above. Southampton there. Man, I feel like Southampton are going through this incredible run of fixtures that Sulemana is just not playing in, which selfishly is a real. But
yeah, it's fallen pretty unlucky for you there. Didn't St. Pauli get a bit of a dodgy result last weekend, or was it like a Friday night situation? Maybe it was Saturday morning. I can't remember, but I'm sure they had like a good fixture on paper, but I think they slipped up. Yeah, that was it. Osnabrück. That's Kleinhansel's mob.
Yeah.
Scored terribly, of course, but yeah, that was a bit of a shock, I think, for St. Pauli. I imagine.
82nd minute concession.
Ooh. Yeah, not ideal after scoring in the 6th minute.
Right. They have some very strong scores here. This Hartel guy is really given how big of a favorite they are, he's their set piece taker and obviously on quite a decisive run. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's insane actually.
They just keep scrolling and they just keep getting darker green.
What's that, like 15 games without? Well, yeah, it's had a green score for the last like 15 to 15 games.
Man,
that's what you want.
That's what you want right there. Yep. So yeah, anyone who's holding those cards probably feels pretty good about it. And of course,
Hertha, I mean,
those opponent scores look pretty solid for them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing.
Our boys again.
Osnabrück. Yeah, again.
Yeah. They're just the whipping boys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Literally. I don't know though. But I was going to say, are they better away from home or home? I'd like to see the. Yeah, but I feel like they just score. They seem to just score a goal every game. This Osnabrück concede obviously a couple as well, but they do seem to. Yeah, seems to be both teams every game in that sense.
They just seem pretty bad.
Last two. Yeah. Away, I tell you, away from home, you probably not going to back them, are you?
3, 4. Dusseldorf struggled.
Hertha could be the team. Hertha could be the team.
Yeah, both of them. And then at Leeds, of course, we'll see all of the. Surely we'll see the Rudder Somerville combination.
I assume so.
Every game.
It does. I think Somerville had a great AA last night, but he didn't. Yeah, they lost 1-0 to Leeds. Sunderland. Sorry, Job Bellingham with the goal. Big Job. On the night that his brother got an assist, but that was a bit of a shock, I guess. I mean, Sunderland aren't horrible, but Leeds have been on what's that? Jesus, in 7 game unbeaten streak before that. Yeah, like just that Stoke game. It feels like, away from home, Leeds, you can see that Rotherham game away from home, Stoke 1-0. They don't get battered away, but they do seem to slip up. Okay, Southampton 3-1 is probably the anomaly on that list. But yeah,
I was waiting for Sam to say something.
Yeah, that feels good. Coventry, I watched them last Friday against Birmingham. It was a Friday night game, and I think they won, but they didn't look convincing. Oh, that was it. It was Callum O'Hare, Sam's favorite number 10. He actually played really well. He scored like 100. He was actually insane. But like they didn't look great. Yeah, there is Callum O'Hare 100, Van Ewijk 100. Yeah, okay. Decent enough fixture then.
These are enough. Maybe. Like I think you brought it up to me that Coventry just have like a number of guys who could score really well, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, Sakamoto's kind of not come out of nowhere again, but like when he first moved, everyone was like, wow, like we set piece taking, sort of, Japanese guy in the champ. It seems like, a bit of a jackpot situation. It hasn't really happened, as often as you'd like, I don't think. I don't think he's been starting as well. Maybe he has last 5 at least, but like, off the bench against Ipswich, off the bench against Stoke. But when he plays, he kind of does okay, like goal, assist, last 4, 20 AA is pretty nice in a 2-0 defeat. It won't be an easy game for Leeds. I don't think it'll be easy.
At home, I don't know. You're right.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's just scrolling down here if there are any popular ones that maybe people are not going to be able to take advantage of. We have Auxerre here. I mean, 56% chance to win, still pretty good, but obviously there are ones
Mhm.
above that people would rather have. There's Bordeaux against Saint Etienne. Hamburg, not the
They're
not the
struggling right
best.
now.
Bordeaux.
Saint Etienne, right? Are they
Oh,
like? Yeah, feel like they're struggling.
oof,
Um,
5 consecutive losses.
yeah. I mean, unfortunately, they didn't have Lassonere, did they, for the last maybe 3 or 4 of them? Definitely had him for the last one, of course, against Green Camp. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go. So, don't know if that makes well, it clearly didn't make too much of a difference against Green Camp, but yeah, they need
at
to turn that
home
around
too.
big time, right?
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, Bordeaux next is not the easiest. Let's see who they have after
not
that.
really.
Bastia at home,
Okay.
Laval at home. That's not too bad, I guess. But this
Yeah,
doesn't
for
seem
sure.
like the week that doesn't seem like the week that it gets turned around. Let's
Not
see,
really, no.
Espanyol away to Andorra. People love their Andorra cards.
Yeah,
Uh,
they had a defeat against Eibar, I think, on the weekend, which no, actually, I lie. It might be yeah, it was 2-2 actually in the end. My guy gave away a penalty in the last minute. Um, just as a little you need to know. But
always helpful. Always helpful.
of
All
course.
right, let's jump. Let's see. Do we have anything in Asia? We do not. Let me make sure that
Oh, wow.
we're
Okay.
not missing anything. I think the Champions League has finally ended. Feels like the Asian Champions League was on every game week for the last 10 years. Um,
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
I don't think I realized these reward box specials were starting immediately.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, actually. That's a good
Hmm.
point. Okay.
Maybe we'll get into that in a little bit. All right, let's see here. Yeah, okay. Confirm no Asia. And America's got to be very small because, yeah, we have Liga MX playoffs, second leg, some Argentina playoffs as well. And then
Hmm.
uh, Quito, who I guess we just don't have odds yet. But I don't think any of these matches are supposed to be considerably one sided. That if you wanted to compete for the 7 rare cards in Champion America Rare Plus, actually 35 in rare seems like a lot. Like
Does
America's
for
not.
what's on offer, doesn't it? Yeah,
I guess Quito is fully licensed as
true.
our Tigris. Rosario
Yeah.
might be too. Maybe that's enough cards. Yeah. I spoke too soon on that. Independiente, they have cards.
Mm,
No, this is Charlotte FC's finest, Jordi Alcivar.
Odiasova. Yeah, we watched him play live there, didn't we? I think.
We sure did. We sure did. I
Yeah.
bought it. I bought that card, like a limited of him, for that game.
After. Oh, nice.
I might have
Yeah, yeah.
I
He's a
might
good
have bought
player.
5 for that game, and I went tripping B side. I went with a full Charlotte stack, and
Mm.
those cards are gone now. Simple as
R.I.P.
that.
Pereira.
Mm. Let's see. Oh, Quinny, what's up? It's funny to see Quinny watching. It says right here. But hey, love it. All right. Challenger. Genk Kortrijk. Ugh. Feyenoord away to Heracles. Is it just like circumstantial in my head, or does everybody just smash Heracles?
Mm,
I feel like
yeah, I
some of the
think you could be
biggest
right.
scores I've gotten this season came
Yeah.
like
Like they're losing to like the bad teams in the league, if that
right,
makes
like
sense.
you like losing 4-1 to Fortuna, 3-0 to Heerenveen,
Yeah.
2-0 to Vitesse,
Go ahead are okay, I guess, but 4-0, like
4-0.
how are they drawing to AZ away from home? Like drawing to 20 as well.
Mhm.
That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? That they seem to be, holding on to draws against like the sort of the better teams in the league, but
Right.
getting smashed against the middle to bottom half. Maybe they're just, obviously more defensive, I guess, against those teams, but that is quite weird though, I think. Hmm.
I was gonna say
Except
they,
it's no
like, play
PSV
to
though.
the level of their opponent, but they're not because 'cause they're getting smashed by bad teams, like, somehow they've
Yeah.
yeah, 35 conceded.
Wow.
Like, that's 3rd
Most in the
worst.
league. Third worst, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Volendam 34, 39, excuse me. Oh no, second worst.
Okay.
Oof. But yeah, that's
Feyenoord do play tonight though, don't they? So
that's true. Is that tomorrow? What is today?
no, it's got to be tonight.
Wednesday?
Celtic, hasn't it?
Tonight, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Are they? I think they're through Feyenoord, right? I think they're quite safe, no? Or is it Atletico?
I think that one is done. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
It's funny since I went through this entire thing with Quinny the other day, and now I've already forgotten. Yeah, they can't get to second. I like Atletico Madrid and Lazio care, but Feyenoord can't move. So
Got you. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
But we've got Ajax. Also, that turnaround has been dramatic. Like I think everyone was
Mm.
like, it felt like as soon as everyone decided that that Ajax weren't in a bad run and instead they were actually bad, they turned it around and they were like, oh, maybe
It was
they are okay.
Yeah, as soon as we started saying that, like, they could get relegated, yeah,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like they turned it around. It was that
Hmm.
Volendam game because that was like the mid. I know it's Volendam, so like they were expected to win, but like that was like the midweek, I think. And obviously prior to that, they went on a bit of a were on a lot, a bit of a losing streak. Um, yeah, okay, losing to Marseille, losing to Brighton, but you take that out, and they've been unbeaten in the league, right?
I mean, like 8 straight winless games will get
Yeah.
everybody talking. And then, yeah, that Volendam game, I feel like everyone scored well too. Yeah. I mean, it's green
Mm,
everywhere. Literally nobody had a
yeah.
bad game. And that
Yeah. No, they have
includes,
turned it around in
yeah.
the league for sure. I'll give them that.
Yep. Yeah. Only losses were in Europa since then.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think, Ajax were okay. Oh, Fripp, how are the MLS matchups? Man, it's going to be a while before we have MLS matchups again. Anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
So Celtic also up here. I can't imagine they do like it's probably a perfect question for Quinny, but do you think that they kind of not give up tonight, but like not a full first team tonight since the match really doesn't matter?
I don't know. It's one of them where like if they do just get battered because they don't put out like their strongest team, then it looks even worse on Rodgers, doesn't it? Like they probably they haven't had a win in the Champions League all year. I think they've drawn a game or two. I can't remember exactly, but I don't think they've won a game. Right? So it's like
No, they have not.
even if
Yeah.
even if they win, like winning tonight, even though it means nothing on paper, I think it morale wise, I'd like to think that would mean a little bit. And it's at home. If it was away, I'd be a little bit more skeptical that they do go a bit weaker. But I think they need, like, not need to win, but like I think they'll want to definitely win because it doesn't relieve pressure, but it kind of just just like papers over the cracks a little bit in the
Yeah.
sense that like win again this weekend maybe. It might not be convinced. Like Hearts are a decent team to be honest. Like I think they're like top 3 or top 4. They're definitely on in the sort of higher half of the league, I believe. So I don't think this will be easy. Obviously, Kilmarnock turned. Okay, they're 6th. Fair enough. So just under
Well, they're
Kilmarnock, who just beat Celtic.
2 points from third, so
Fair, and they've got
with a game in hand.
a game in hand. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
could be
That.
third. I mean,
Yeah, they literally
hopefully
could.
they don't beat Celtic. I'll say that for Quinny, but if they
For
do,
sure. Yeah.
they're second. Yeah.
But like losing to Kilmarnock this last weekend, that isn't looking good for Rodgers, obviously. So it's like I think they need to go on a bit of a win streak in that sense for sure.
Yep. Yep. That's fair. It's nice to see some lower clubs up here, or maybe it's just one with Heerenveen home against Volendam, and that I have players from there, so that makes me feel good. But I don't know. It seems like where's there's Twente away to Rotterdam. PSV AZ is this weekend, so like that takes out. Those are 2 teams that usually have like very good matchups, and now they're playing each other.
Mhm.
Antwerp, Anderlecht, Zagreb, Hajduk Split, like some decent, uh,
Some big games.
some
Yeah.
big games for people who don't have those cards. Sporting Porto is another one.
Who did
Benfica,
Benfica play?
Braga.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
it's Braga away
Jesus.
to Braga.
Yeah, that's not fun.
both playing yesterday, and then Benfica
Mhm.
sneaking into the knockout or into Europa too. They stole that one late.
They sneaked in, did they? Oh, yeah, they beat Salzburg, okay.
Hmm.
Hmm, okay,
Late sub goal
okay.
too, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, I think Arthur Cabral was actually I saw the highlight this morning, really good finish. He, like, spun and yeah, really good finish
Yes,
actually.
yeah,
But, yeah, it was real good. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. There's not too many, like, smasher
Ghent
situations here
Bruges.
that, like, yeah, I'm not really in love with any of them, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Feyenoord, you'd have to
Obviously,
say, but
Hazel.
they're away, you just never know.
Right. Yeah, Genk, I guess, is the big one that
Yeah, but
I've
Kortrijk,
never
if you
had
have a
many
look,
Genk
Led,
cards, so
have a look at Kortrijk. They slay some of the big guys. I think they drew or beat Club Bruges. Definitely didn't lose that one.
yeah, they
Yeah,
beat
beat
Club
Club.
Bruges,
Okay, fair enough at home.
drew
Okay, they lost
Anderlecht.
3-0 to Genk after that. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Genk are weird as well. Genk
They
are
are
quite
weird.
strange. Yeah. Hmm. Obviously,
I feel
they're probably gonna have good AA, but
oops.
I
Oh,
don't know.
I feel like let me see. I'm trying to say, like, I don't think Genk, like, Kortrijk was their last clean sheet, and it's not like they've played any number of great teams here. Some good ones,
Leuven are great. Yeah,
but, like,
UPenn. Like they're conceding against the lower,
right.
lower sort of ranked teams. Um, RIP Vandervoort holders.
I I feel really bad, but every time Genk concede, I celebrate, and I don't even play U23. So apologies for that. But yeah, it's like the teams that we're used to seeing really high up this list are not necessarily here this week, and so it could be a pretty open challenger week.
100%.
Yeah,
Honestly, like gun to my head, I'm picking that Ajax fixture, honestly. Out of the bunch.
I mean
On form.
this matchup indicators and opponent scores certainly favor Ajax.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm liking the Ajax situation there for sure. Riker could be interesting. I think they play bottom of the league, even though Riker completely killed me this weekend, losing 4-2 to Slaven,
So
who are
I feel
ninth, I
like
believe.
I guess they are on a wow. They what is this, like 12 unbeaten?
Yep. And the first time I play Labrovic in 240, he
Oh
concedes
no,
four. I never play him in 240 ever.
just a straight zero. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like they were near the top of the list for a while. Maybe not this Zagreb game, but all of these other matchups, I think that they had pretty solid. Like they were near the top here,
definitely. Yeah.
and certainly playing well. And then yeah, so who are they playing? What is this?
Is it
Rudez,
Rudes? Yeah. I
not to
think
be
they're the
confused
whipping
with.
boys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
7 scored in 18 matches.
Yeah, it's impressive. Not one win, 4 draws. Okay.
Man,
Hmm.
you gonna play him in 240 again?
Potentially because he does have the lowest cap of my goalkeepers right now, of
Okay.
50, I believe that. Yeah, so I think I'm not forced to, but yeah, I think I probably do, and hope he bounces back. And Alex says it's also toe blazing season, which is very very true. Did you see? I did show you the score he put up.
You showed the
What was
world.
it? I think I know it got up and down. I think, but um, it was like 53 at one point. I think he's in the 40s now. I believe. Could be
Wow.
wrong, but yeah.
Alex is saying Kortrijk are terrible.
I mean, they are, but like, there's proof that they've beaten a
Hmm.
Club Bruges.
Right. Going back to Celtic, David said one win in the group stage is
Mm,
worth 2 to 3 million in prize money. So I
it's a
guess
good
Celtic
point.
come out. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, let's head over to Champ. Oh, all right. Man City,
Ooh,
Chelsea, Atalanta, Madrid, Liverpool, and Napoli all above 70%, but not falling too far behind. Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Marseille, Leipzig, Arsenal 65% and above. My gosh. And then
Look at these
Milan,
homes.
Girona, Bournemouth, Fiorentina above 60. That's
Jesus.
every single one is at home. The biggest home
Insane.
or away favorite is Barcelona away to Valencia. Is that Valencia? No, Villarreal.
Yeah.
No, Valencia.
No, Valencia, you got him. Yeah.
Gosh, Spurs away to Nottingham Forest, which you reminded me before this, a little Brennan Johnson revenge game, as we like to say in the States. Are there any actual tough matchups for these? I guess Inter at Lazio is not ideal, but it's not that bad. PSG away to Lille. Oh man,
feels like goals.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is Champion feels tough this weekend. Not that it's never tough, but like, yeah, those homes.
This looks
Atalanta, okay. The Real Madrid fixture is really good, I think, because Villarreal are shipping goals right now. It feels like
1 and 2.
Yeah, yeah, I can attest to that for sure. Yeah, I don't know, just okay, draw with Haifa, but like 3-0. I know Sociedad are really good, to be fair, but like at home, I didn't expect
They won
them
their
to be.
group, won the Champions League group.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they did. But like I know like Jorgensen won in goals for that Panathinaikos game, but like 3-2 Panathinaikos, 3-1 Osasuna, 3-1 Atletico. They just seem to concede goals.
Yeah. Which is funny because
Really do.
I've been trying, or I had been for a while trying to get one of these Philip Jorgensen cards if I was going to play U23, and I just never did it. And I thought to myself, he's going to go on this incredible run because I didn't buy it. But this actually seems like if I had bought it, oh yeah, because he hasn't even played the Europa games. Oh, there's a 60. Wow, 61 while conceding.
Fair play. That's decent. It's very good.
Good smother.
Okay.
Why not?
5 points for a smother.
Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
What was the stat that I talked about? It was a diving catch. I think it was Dubravka. Did he play recently?
He would have done, yeah. Definitely would have played.
I think somebody tagged me on this because he had. Was it in this game? Yeah, he had 3 diving catches, 10.5 points.
Wow. What?
The league leader of all of last season had 3.
Yeah.
And he had 3 in this one game. But unfortunately, all to waste with the conceded penalty.
I've never seen a keeper get one. I can't lie. I didn't even know that was a stat. Genuinely.
That's exactly how it came up to me. Someone was like, "Did you know the diving catch was a stat?" And I was like, "I don't even know what it is." And then I looked it up, and very few people get them. And and then he got.
I bet you it's like a goalkeeper trait. You know what I'm saying? Like certain goalkeepers like that sort of, like just do it obviously, and he seems to be, the daddy.
I think he knows the matrix. Yeah. Let's see. Diving catches in the last 40. Yeah. So in the last 40 games, he has 5 because 3 came in that one game, and nobody has more than 2.
That's wild.
Like they must have just hit the wrong. Surely they hit the wrong button.
It does feel like a lot for one game, doesn't it? 3.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like everyone who got really excited that they got a Bournemouth stack for their home game against Luton really didn't realize that like Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal also had really good fixtures that week.
Yeah, it's going to be tough this weekend in that Prem comp. Real tough. But you say that, man. Bournemouth, one of the guys I know has it might even be Dave Richards. I can't remember. It's one of the Daves. Sorry if I get there's like a couple of Daves from Wales, but I'm sort of in touch with in that sense, and he's got a Bournemouth stack, or one of them does. I think it's Dave Taylor, to be fair, and he completely smashed this past weekend with obviously the United game. But look at that, 4 wins in 5 games, unbeaten in 5. Shall I say? Like that's insane. Newcastle, United, drawing with Villa. Like, wow.
And you can't fault them for losing. I mean, 6-1 is a big result, but losing to Man City, like you were gonna think that was a loss anyway. So
100%.
yeah, that is a nice run.
100%.
Man. Yeah, that's a lot. It's weeks like this where I'm like, this is why I don't really play champion.
Yeah. But then you say that, do we foresee all the well, not all, but the majority of those Premier League cards going into the Prem comp? So does it open up the Real Madrid stacks, the Leverkusen stacks? Not that they're not open in general, but like, not a free run at things, buying as well,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course. Like, I don't know, maybe that could be a little opportunity, because if I've got a Premier League stack, like one of those, if I've got Chelsea players, City players, Liverpool, Arsenal, and obviously Bournemouth, I'm probably playing them in that Prem comp, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Maybe that's not the way to do it, but
Yeah.
that feels like, just with the cash on offer there, it's hard not to, I think.
Given that you need new season cards to play, it does feel like not that you're like wasting them in champion, but like you have an opportunity to use them in contests where other people cannot use cards. And so it does seem kind of advantageous to use them in the Prem comp, which, as we say, takes them out of Champ Europe. But still, I mean, even if we take them out, Atalanta, Real Madrid, Napoli, Leverkusen, Bayern, Marseille, Leipzig, like there's still some like really heavy favorites outside of the Prem that I guess it makes it easier. I'll give that one to you, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Let's check some pick scores.
Ooh.
Let's see. We'll start with All-Star. Why not?
Why not? Somerville, your boy. Please don't tell me Somerville's $100 in limited.
He is. That's a floor price.
Right. What did you pay? What did you pay for him? Like $20? I swear it wasn't much. Or was it? Don't tell me it was like $20.
$21.86. And Harry, I was so happy to sell at $25.36.
Oh my God. I cannot believe his price has gone. I'm like quite happy, not for you, but like just in general, like seeing that's like a 4x in like what? A couple of months?
2 months.
Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. What's his rare price going for then if his limited's $100?
Last sale was $556.
Jeez, wow, that's crazy. He's like the best player on the game, basically.
I mean, surely he is the best U23 player, L15 wise. Oh, I guess it's still Jude. This is insane. Okay. Like 84 in his last 15, and surely he's played them all, right?
He might have come off the bench once, but yeah, I think he has played them all.
4 100s. This is, my God. All right, so maybe Somerville is the top forward, we'll say. Yeah, there he is.
Jesus, better than Saka. Wow. Marginally. O'Reilly. Yeah, that. I can't believe I didn't buy a Somerville. Didn't we? We had him on looking up. No, I swear we did.
I forced you to talk about him.
To do him. Okay, yeah, but you'd already owned him, right? Is that? I feel like that
I might have owned. I might have owned and sold.
Wow.
And then I was like, maybe we should. Yeah, because we did Rudder, and then I remember just being like, why wouldn't you just do the set piece taker also? And you were like, you're right, we should. And then he just exploded.
Jesus Christ.
Where is Rudder?
That is wild.
Much further down. 25th. Still good though.
Still good. Still good. He seems to be. Yeah, because he is obviously the high, he's the 9, I guess. Like he is just gonna have more BCMs and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
They kind of just drag him down. And obviously, no set pieces is gonna hinder you as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Double A, okay.
Yeah, Rudder. This could be better when people put. I can't imagine why he would be out unless there's some sort of expected rotation. He might become a AAA once that comes in.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So Saka, Salah, Somerville, Vestergaard, Hanko. There's a second division hero, Inigo Vicente. Yeah, nothing. There's Hartel.
Melvin Bard, AAA, surely not. Sorry, but like
that is such surely not. 68 opponent score is probably what helps lead to that.
Yeah. Wow.
Surely not.
He can score really well on. Yeah, like I'll give it to him. He can hit peaks, but okay.
Away, even if the
Away
matchup
as well,
is good.
yeah. Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Here's Rodrigo.
There he is, the boy. Barbette, Scales.
So I bought a Noppert rare a while ago and a Pavel Bolshevitz super rare, and I was like, they had this great run of fixtures. This one specifically, like home against Volendam, I'm like, I'm going to clean up. Bolshevitz got hurt over the international break, like the last one, and apparently returned to individual training like 2 weeks ago, and he has not been seen since.
Yeah, it's not a great sign. I can't lie.
Never a good one. Let's go right up your alley here. U23. Obviously, Saka is going to be Saka, Somerville, Bard, Rodrigo, Foden. Do you have an Abdelli?
I don't, but he was on looking up, I believe.
Okay, I knew there was a reason I knew him.
There's a connection there. Yeah.
Yeah. Kvara, Bellingham. Jeez.
Singo, Labrovic.
There he
Labrovic
is.
AAA. Wow. Okay. Am I wasting him in 240, Laird? That's the question.
Sounds like he might be. Wasting. Well, let's see. What other goalkeepers do we have?
Oh, it's a weird list, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like Bulka has like 3 cards. Well, he doesn't have many at all.
Bulka?
Yeah, isn't he like the ex-PSG Nice goalie now?
Yeah, 8 rares, no limiteds.
Wow. Any supers?
Yeah, no.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, none.
It's a funky card.
This is a weird list.
It is a bit weird, isn't it? James Trafford against Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Very weird.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this list.
Tobe Lason's in there. Go on, Tobe. Go on, the Tobe.
There he is.
His floor's really risen.
What is the deal with him? Like, is he definitely starting now? Is it like a
injury
situation?
So there was an injury situation. He was kind of forced to play, not forced, but came in because of that. And now there's been a new manager change, I believe, prior to the last game. But there was last midweek there was a cup game, and they were both fit, and they played. I think Layson, that was it. Layson played and maybe saved a pen or something. So then this weekend, Layson played again, which was the first league game. And is it Prevlot or I don't know how you say his name, but the other keeper, the French guy who's the other Louvain keeper, was fit. Like he was on the bench this weekend, and obviously Layson put up his score. And it feels like, the manager, I assume, is going to trust in Layson until something drastically goes wrong, which could happen. But, let's hope it doesn't.
Alex is on Team Layson here. Said you can't drop him after the game he had last week.
For sure. 3 home games in 4. I know Anderlecht's in there, but yeah.
And I mean, away to Kortrijk, who are pretty dreadful.
True. Yeah. Decent run. Not bad.
All right. I see you, Toby.
Yeah, the L15's taken a bit of a... Yeah. Not fun. Was he L15? No. Yeah.
I don't think he was 0.
So that Club Bruges game, he would have been L15 a 0, and he actually scored in the positive, I think it was. And and then Yeah, that 82 is gonna drag it up considerably.
hurt.
So yeah, it hurts.
You've got your
It
boy
hurts.
Pandor too, still in this same run that we keep talking about.
The never-ending great run of to be fair, man, yeah, they've won 3 and 4. We can't really fault it. It's just the clean sheets are not there, right?
Yeah.
Really. Hmm.
That is nice of him to have the
Loss
big AA game in the clean sheet too.
for sure. He loves like a
Quite
15
respectful.
AA, doesn't he, with a clean sheet? That feels like 75 feels like you've got like that 14.9 against Utrecht. Like, I don't know, he just feels like a 75 keeper, which isn't bad at all. Like, that's obviously what you want.
You don't see many 75 and up scores for goalkeepers, and he does
For
have
sure.
them.
Yeah,
You
he
just
is
have to deal
renowned
with
for that.
you just have to deal with the 7 and the 22s
Yeah.
and the 18s. Yeah.
Hey,
All
it
right, that's
drags
fair.
the L15 down.
Always a positive with that. Always. Okay, let's check out Cap 220 before we head out.
This is a big weekend for 220, isn't it? Because I think this is the last actual weekend's worth of long form we have. I know we have the
Already?
next midweek,
Gosh.
I believe. Yeah, I think it's already, it's flown.
I have been absolutely dreadful in that competition.
Can't lie, Laird. I've smashed the Super Rare one.
Ooh.
Well, when I say smash, I put up 3
Wow.
good scores so far. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, I've been playing the limited, which hasn't gone very well for me. This is the first midweek I've played with the 220. As you can see, I've missed out those 2 midweeks. Played this one just in case. I'm basically doing it as a buffer because I've put 4 scores in now in that sense.
Yep.
In case I blank this weekend, basically. But
and your highest score had a 0.
well, no, that's actually false. Ike Alvarez had a clean
That's
sheet,
right.
but
That's right.
he's the weirdest guy on the platform, as we unfortunately know. Arbila with the penalty conceded on this weekend, so that was
Yari.
great. Yari, yeah. L15 to 28, I think it was, which helped that one. No goalie this midweek, but I think I should get one top 150. I'd hope, maybe.
Is that what it is? Top 150 gets a reward.
Yeah, top 150.
Thank goodness. Let's see.
I think you've got a chance. No, you must have a chance.
I mean, I'm currently
if you
in.
do well this weekend. You're currently in. If you bump up that 166 to something like a 270.
Yeah, that should do it. At least for something.
I think that'll do it. Yeah. SR Monkey flying high and limited and rare. Kev Heard says, fair play to Monkey.
5th in limited, 6th in rare. He loves that competition. Wow. He's very, very good at it. I remember when they announced it, you could tell on Sorare Ramble he was very excited about it. Yeah.
Yes, it is tough. Like, it's real hard to fit that, just to fit 5 players in. Like, unless you get that L15 of 0 or, the Yari 28, something like, you need like an anomaly. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. You just can't do it.
Yeah, the advantage that David SR Monkey has is that he also owns like 15,000 cards, and so like
that'll
always seems to have the card he needs. He's not out there like
I
mean, he does still buy cards, but it doesn't seem like he's buying cards specifically for this because he's just like, oh yeah, I have that guy already. Anyway, so Milos Kerkez is the top play in Cap 220 this week. 29 cost playing against Luton. I think I don't think you even think beyond that. Like, those are the only things. Coming off a nice 55 without a decisive away to Manchester United of all places.
Yeah, you can't fault that.
Really
but
turned
like,
up.
They really have. I don't know. Like, yeah, he definitely outscores 28. I'd imagine, but like, what does he actually outscore? I don't know. But anything's better than him underscoring it, obviously. But
sure. There's Labrovic, even on a 50.
There he is. A couple of goalkeepers in there. Ron Hoffman.
Noppert.
Noppert.
I don't know this guy. Aren't Eintracht Braunschweig like
they're real bad? Yeah,
they're really bad, right? Yeah.
This guy was the ex-Bayern Munich 3rd keeper, I believe.
Really?
Like, when I first joined, well, he has Bayern Munich cards. Yeah, you have a look back when we first joined 2021, I believe you should have Bayern cards. Didn't really get a chance, I don't
There you go. Look at
think,
you.
but there he is. Yeah, big Ron.
Is he actually big?
I don't know. I'd hope he would be if he's a goalkeeper,
As a
but you never know.
goalkeeper,
I
yeah,
can't. I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
discriminate. Not in
There's only 3
2023.
people on the planet who know that joke, and one of them was here earlier, but he's gone now, I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's see. So we got a bunch of zeros. I don't know anything, or though this doesn't look like he's going to start.
Hmm.
So he'll be kicked off soon. Ben Mee there.
Yeah.
Anyone playing
Actually,
Volendam?
yeah, that always helps. Lewan's obviously in there. I know he's on a bit of a drought, but I think he scored on the weekend, didn't he, against Girona?
He did. Yep.
Or maybe he didn't. Yeah, he did. Okay.
He did. Yeah.
That's what you need. You need like ideally a striker with like an L15 less than 40, and they have a decent enough matchup to where they score and they get you 60. Like that just
Yep.
really, it's not incredible, but that's like bare minimum in a weird way. It doesn't have to be the striker, obviously, it could be any position, but it's easier if it's the striker because obviously he's just more inclined to get those DAs, right?
It's interesting for me to see Jack Harrison's midfielder card this high, but the forward
Hmm.
card, it's only a 3-point difference, but I guess it's enough to push him down.
Sway it, yeah. Unai Simon, that feels like a good little situation for. Well, sorry, 48's not that low, I guess. But I just mean for because you can get the common card in. Like this is what I'll do now with my series. I'll try and look at like because I only have 2 limited goalkeepers. I'll have to play my common into 20. So I'm like, who has the best matchup out of the top 5 leagues that I can
Yeah.
kind of, get the common off. So that's kind of what I'm sort of seeking out here, to be honest.
Yep, that makes sense. I had no idea Nunnally played at Heronveen. Literally no idea.
He's been around for years, hasn't he, on the platform, I feel
Uh-huh.
like?
Yeah. He's one of those guys that was like U23 for a decade. Yeah,
Yeah,
somehow he's only 24. But yeah,
that's
he's had
wild.
cards forever.
Okay.
I guess he was only 21.
Yeah, those Willem 2 cards.
Right. Let's see. Would you rather spend $35 on Ruben Diaz or $1.09 on Federico Bascirotti, who plays at Frosinone?
I would say Bashirot. So if he starts, is he on? Okay, he's been starting.
Yeah, he's just a
Oh,
terrible center back. Those are crazy bad scores for a center back.
yeah, that's dire, isn't it? But Lecce don't keep clean sheets, so you're just always handicapped. And
Mm-hmm.
then he just does. He clearly just doesn't do enough other than give away penalties. So maybe I wouldn't buy him.
Maybe not.
And then Big Ruben,
Speaking
who
of,
has he been scoring that well?
he's been
Yeah.
dreadful.
What is going on there? I
The
feel like
worst
he's just
part,
protected. Like he doesn't do anything in that sense, in a weird way. Yeah.
the worst thing about him is that it feels like each week he should sit because they have
He
so
never
many
does.
guys that can play, and he never does. Yeah, he got yanked at halftime of
Yeah.
this Leipzig game. He was really, really bad in that game
Wow.
and got a yellow.
Jeez.
And it was like, all right, maybe he doesn't start the weekend, but it was like, oh, it's a big game against Spurs. He'll start. So we started that one and then started midweek against Villa. And then it was like, surely he rests for this Luton Town game.
Luton game. Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I tell you what doesn't help is them conceding. Is it 10 goals? I think in the league in the last 5 games.
Something like that. Was that
I
1,
think it
2,
literally is 10 goals.
5? Is it? Yeah, because the Chelsea one was obviously like speaking of dreadful games.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a weird card for sure.
But like, can we ask it to be that good if they're conceding that many goals right now? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind. I know they lost 1-0 to Villa. He scores
That's fair.
33. Like, should we? I guess it is Ruben Diaz. He's a very good defender. We probably should be expecting those 30s, maybe even in losses. But like when you concede in multiple,
Yeah,
that's when it just becomes tough, doesn't it?
too bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. Somebody pointed out Ederson. Where was he? At 44?
That feels low.
Let's see. Is 44 low if they're definitely going to concede?
Well, yeah, maybe not because he doesn't he like never get AA. I feel like he's subject to like conceding goals, but like doesn't really make too many saves. Yeah, maybe ish. Okay, that Villa one's interesting. Yeah.
Did they have a ton of? Oh, not a ton of the ball. I was saying because like they passed back to him enough. Oh, 32 passes. Yeah, they just peppered him with.
Yeah, that's Villa
No
for you
diving
right now.
catches though. Yeah, yeah.
Diving saves though for sure.
Yep.
But just no diving catches.
Yeah, you wish there were more catches than saves. Yeah. All right. I think that there's a flashback. That guy used to be so good, Marcos Senesi.
Yeah,
That's how you
he
say
was
his name.
insane. Yeah, that's it. For Feyenoord, right?
He was it Feyenoord? I wasn't sure if it was AZ. Nope, you're
AZ
right. You're
had
right.
like Bukema and stuff, didn't they? Sam Bukema.
Yeah, I won his super rare when he was at Bologna. Yeah, like look at that. Jeez. To be honest, I guess it's a couple decisives, but 40 AA, 35.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, yeah, in conjunction with Bournemouth getting better and getting results, he seems to have that's 3 yellow cards in there, by the way. That's like 7 points just gone. You could add 7 points onto all them quite comfortably. Yeah, wow.
Limited $5. I don't know really what the situation is of like why he gets rotated. I don't know anything about Bournemouth. But
yeah, I think he gets injured quite a bit. Like, look at those like 7 in. Well, to be fair, yeah, that's obviously off the bench, but like I do feel like he's been injured more than he hasn't been injured, at Bournemouth. Who are their centre backs? They've got that Ukrainian kid who's been playing pretty well as well. I think he's got like the most interceptions in like the world or something right now. I saw on Twitter. I swear he's got like 100 interceptions or something.
This guy is Zabrani?
Yeah. Zabarni? I think they got him from Shakhtar or something. They paid good money for him as well. I don't know where I don't know why I saw that stat, but that stat definitely came across my feed somewhere. Like I don't know if it's like over the last year or whatever, but there was 100 in there for some reason. So
I've never heard of him, literally.
Under 23, which is fun.
For a while.
Nice yeah.
September birthday too.
Ooh, September 1st, 2002.
This is a nice
run.
Somewhat nice run, yeah. All right, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know how might be an Instagram or something was telling me that he has an incredible amount of interceptions. So
speaking of Instagram stuff, Mickey Fu said we should look up Basharoto, some 6-pack he's got. That's a Sorare after dark sort of situation.
Yeah.
And Alex says Ferguson and Matoma to get a big shock big day at Arsenal. I don't see it, but
maybe. Yeah, it's tough. Especially with the big rotation Arsenal kind of did last night.
It wasn't quite as big as...
It wasn't huge. No, okay. But like no Saka,
like Declan
Martinelli.
Rice, yeah. But like Declan Rice came on and it was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that felt weird. At centre back as well. Yeah, that was interesting. Nelson played really well. I saw Nep's tweet about it, but like, yeah, Nelson was actually really good. Like really, really just looked so sharp. Yeah. I know he used to play in the Eredivisie, maybe had a bit of a point to prove against PSV. I don't know, but he just was really good. And Ketia took his goal well. Havertz was Havertz. Oh, Havertz, what are we going to do here? He's so elegant, yet just so useless on this game. It's just hard to... He's a
It is
tough
one of
watch,
those
but
that if you watched the game and you were like, he was really good, and then you look at his scores and it's like 36.2, and you're just like, oh, it's like he's found a way to do everything that isn't included in the Matrix, as we all like. This Matrix is great. It just shows what, it's the best representation of real life, and he is just
I tell you
not
who
working.
doesn't score very well is William Saliba, by the way.
He
He just
is much
doesn't
better
do any.
than the Matrix.
He feels like him, Diaz. Isn't it weird how like the really, really good defenders that we, label them as in real life just don't really do anything on the Matrix. Like they just don't.
It's the the feeling I get with both of them is that they're just in total control of the match.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
100%.
nothing in the Matrix that,
Yeah, it gives you points for control, if that makes
right,
sense. Yeah.
right,
I know what you
right.
mean. Like nobody's ever gonna go past like Saliba's always in like first gear. Like he's just not he doesn't really he's just a Rolls Royce. Like he doesn't really need to do anything.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh well.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's all we got for today. So thank you everybody for joining. Did go a little long today, but I don't know. It's early in the morning from where I usually am, so why not? So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny who was here, and I believe we'll be back on Monday. Harry, really appreciate you coming in and stepping up here for this week's preview. So thank you for coming. Good to see you.
No problem at all, mate. Thank you for the invite.
And yeah, everyone, good luck with those lineups this week.